So create the vision board. Guys, are you going to do the vision board for 2025? Just do the vision board. I want you guys to come 2025 October 1st, and let's have this discussion and see magic happening, because the universe has been waiting for you to just take a step. The universe has just been waiting for you to just create a vision. They've been wondering, what is our girl doing? What does she want? We've been waiting for you to ask. Ask, and it shall be given to you. You have not because you have not asked. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so happy, you guys, that you're back to watch yet another video. For the new subscribers, because I can see I have new subscribers, my name is Julia. I make content around growing your money, growing your mindset, and through personal development and personal growth, growing our businesses. Okay, so if these are things that interest you, kindly join this family, because every day I see this community growing. I'm so happy that we are people of like-minded who want to grow in these aspects of our life. Okay, so join us, and if you're passing by, just like the video and share with someone who might be interested in such things. Okay, so as you've seen, you guys, by the title of the video, we have exactly 3 months, yeah, and I thought sometimes what happens when it's almost towards the end of the month, the end of the year, we tend to be relaxed. It's like we let go. You know, when you're beginning the year, you're moving, and you want to, you have goals, you've already seen where you want to be in the next end of the year. But come towards the end of the year, people tend to relax or tend to let go. The momentum that we started with the beginning of the year is not the same momentum towards the end of the year. This is the year that people have struggled mentally because of so many things that are happening in this world, not just here in Kenya. I think we've had one of those years where you don't even know what is happening. Like here in Kenya, we started with the flood. Before we know it, people were rejecting finance bill, yeah. So it's been one thing after another, and these things have trickled down into our own lives. We cannot ignore the fact that they have affected mentally most people because of loss of jobs. There is no money in circulation. You know, there are so many things that are going on that people are struggling behind closed doors. Okay, the most important thing for us to do is to, you know, because we are here, yeah, and we thank God we are here. And because we have 3 months to go, and probably the year was not as good as you expected in terms of your work, in terms of business, in terms of so many things that you know that you've struggled with, yeah, we want to get ourselves out of the struggle street and try to re-strategize, work things that we've not been able to do. Okay, it's so hard for you to set goals at the beginning of the year. I thought, as the title suggests, yeah, some of the habits, micro habits, we can try to start now, so that we by the end of the year able to integrate them for the next year on how we can reset 2025. Number 1, it is to call yourself for a meeting. We cannot do anything if you've not called yourself for a meeting. Do you know why? Because some things have happened in your life that we are not aware of. Some things have happened in my life that probably because of how life can be busy, I'm not aware of. So what do? We sit down and we call ourselves for a meeting, right? It's me and I sitting down to just reflect on the year that has been, yeah? To see what has worked, to see what has not worked, to see what we need to work on moving forward. Where did we sleep? Is it an external situation? Was it an internal thing? Yeah. So we have to call ourselves together for this meeting so that you know where you're starting from. Where are you starting from? Yeah. And something else I'm going to say right here. When you call yourself in order, yeah, you're going to also be very truthful to that order. Yeah, because why would you want to sit down with yourself and lie to everybody else and still come and lie to yourself? Okay, this is a great opportunity for you to call yourself into a meeting, close those doors, and just sit down with yourself and be truthful of where you have allow yourself to go, or where just life has beaten you, okay? Because guys, I'm going to acknowledge here, if you've reached up to here and your mental health is above the water, kudos to you. Well done, well done. If this year has not put you under, it's not submerged you into the struggle streets, well done, well done. Yeah, because there, we have to acknowledge the fact that people have struggled. Yeah, so when you're calling yourself to this meeting, you're entering with grace. Yeah, you're calling grace to the meeting, you're calling love to the meeting. You're calling, you're extending yourself, you're cutting yourself some slack. He's gonna be on the meeting, in that meeting. You're calling peace when you're walking into that meeting. Yeah, you're calling patience when you're walking into that meeting. I do not want you to walk in that meeting alone. I want you to call these people. You're calling kindness, because where is kindness? Where is kindness when you're sitting down with yourself? So call these people to this meeting, because I want you to be surrounded with positive energy. And not to say that you're not going to be truthful to yourself, but in the truth, in you understanding where you have failed, in you seeing where you let go, you have these people surrounding you. Yeah, you have your peace, you have your kindness, you have your love, you have your grace, you've extended grace. Yeah, so that once these people are there to support you, then now you're going to be truthful to yourself. Do I have to say it here again? Do I have to say it here again, guys? That if you do not sit down, if you never sit down with yourself, you're doing the greatest disservice, because you never know what has been working and not working. It is where you take accountability for your own life. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna say. So call yourself into a meeting. If you've been overspending, this is where you speak the truth. If you've been living people's life, you've been going on vacation and you don't have money, and you've been running, we've been seeing you in, I don't know, Dubai, you've been going to Mombasa, and you've been borrowing this money. Yeah, so the most important thing for you to be truthful to yourself. Truthful, not to us. We're not shouting, we're just saying, be truthful to yourself. What have you been doing that is should not have been done last year? Yeah, and then recollect yourself, put it, and say, we will not repeat this come next year. Yeah, that's number one. Number two, one of the most important thing is for you to have a standing order, because as I have noted, or let me tell you this thing. I'm not talking about this thing because I'm telling you, teaching you. No, you learn when you teach people. So when I say these things, it's not like I'm perfect. No, I am talking to me and you, because this is a community. I'm not pointing a finger. It's just because I'm on this side of the camera and you're on the other side of the, but it doesn't mean that now when I'm saying these things, I'm like, yo, my life is, it's together. No, I'm just saying, because I'm on this side and you're listening on that side, which you have a right to put on the comment section below and say, and voice your opinion and say what you think about the video, so that we share, so that I also learn from you guys, because I don't know everything. That is the assumption that if you're teaching, you know everything. That's just an assumption. Okay, so something else we're going to do, because life becomes so difficult. Sometimes life can be so busy and so complicated. Let's create standing order for our money. Okay, so already you want to save for your retirement, you want to save for your emergency. You've realized this year has been doing that thing, yeah, for emergency. So you want to create an emergency fund, or you want to have a sinking fund. Yeah, sinking fund is a fund that you create to save for a particular thing. For example, you're saving towards, maybe you have a child who is joining school in a year's time. So you're creating a standing order, meaning you're telling your money exactly where it should go, to do what, how long. Yeah, so if you are creating an emergency fund, probably you're gonna put it there for the next maybe 2 years, right? Or if you're doing a sinking fund, that is gonna be only for 6 months. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to put a standing order, so that you don't think, when things become so busy, you don't forget, because just life happens and things just slip, and before you know it, we're in October doing what? Did I even know how we got here? A standing order helps you to not think about your money day in, day out. Yeah, it's just money just leaves your account and goes to do what it needs to do. Well, one of the things I've come to realize, guys, is The reason why you feel like you are behind is because you procrastinated on doing the big things, right? The most when something is so overwhelming, what happens is that once it starts overwhelming you, you sort of pull back because you're like, do I even have the mental bandwidth to even do these things? Do I have the ability and the strength to really do this thing? So what happens in most cases, you pull back when things become difficult. You pull back. Okay, so what are we doing when you are moving to 2025? We are going to tackle the difficult things first. We are going to push ourselves to tackle these things that we have been putting on the back burner. We know those things. Let me tell you, the reason why I keep saying every time you feel like you're in a depression, when you assess yourself, is because something at the back of your mind is poking you. It's saying, we need to be doing this thing. You said you're going to do these things. So the reason why you feel you sort of feel like you're discouraged and you feel like you're going to a depression is because the mind keeps reminding you of the things that you said. Yeah, there is no time you'll get to a place where you feel like doing the difficult things or facing the difficult things. You have to push yourself. They say if you have to crawl, you have to crawl. If you be able to do those things, that's what you're gonna do. Because my dear, the reason why we are dragging in 2024 is because we stopped doing those things. We are afraid of those things. Yeah, like there are things like I look back and I'm just thinking, Julia, you can't continue doing this fearing like you fear to do this thing. You have to just, I don't know how you're going to do it, but you have to do it. Like, you have to go past the fear of doing it and facing that thing that has been facing you and mocking you, because it's just standing there and mocking you day in, day out. We are going to deal with it. Yeah? And the reason why we are starting in 2024, yeah, is because we want to psych ourselves up. We are saying these things. We are saying we are going to do these things. We are going to face the big challenges. We are going to be able to, if there's something that has been bugging you, you need to confront it. This is the time to start gathering the muscle or gunning the muscles to do it. Yeah, so that you don't drag it to 2025. So when the thing should know that you're here to do the thing, so it better style up. Yeah, because we are not dragging it to 2025 again, and then again we go back to mental to sliding into those mental issues, because it will be staring at us thinking, she keeps saying this, she will not do it. So we have to destroy that thing 2024. My God, the best way to reset your life is this time. If nothing else, this is the best time for you to reset your life. Because why not? We have to start prioritizing what is important in our lives. Yeah, just because you're busy or you're running around, you've been running around, guys. Can you let's just admit it here. You've been running around because you want to seem as if you're busy, but have you been doing anything? Really? Have you been able to do anything? Probably not. Probably yes. If you have, kudos to you. If you've not, let's recheck ourselves again, right? So especially for people who always want to seem like they want to always feel like they're in control. So you want to do everything because you want it to be done the way you want it to be done. Yeah. So the best thing for you to start now looking at is, in amongst the things that you've been doing, the things you have done, what is it that you have to delegate or to allow it to be done by someone else? Yeah, because in the list of important things, there are things that are not important. There are things you should not be doing at this moment. Guys, we talked about this. There's a version of you that is so loyal. Prioritize what is important, what is not important. Give it to someone else to do. If you can't give it to someone else, let it just happen. Let it just be, like, let it just do. You're not in control of your life as much as you think you are. You're not in control of your life. So do what you can, and the rest, just, I'm telling you for a fact, if you're not mentally okay, and I'm going to say this, if you're not mentally okay, nothing else matters. Nothing else will matter if your mental state is not okay. So when that thing has been dragging you and pulling your hair and dragging you here, and then now you feel like you're in a dark space, you're feeling like you're way down, you feel like you are hopeless and you've lost all the hope. We don't want to give other people an opportunity to show us what they can be able to do. Okay, so we are not moving with that mentality in 2025. We are creating a vision board. Yeah, we are creating a vision board because even the Bible is clear. Write your vision down and make it plain. It's because you don't know where you're headed. Your path is not clear. Yeah, so one of the things that we are going to do for 2025, and guys, I want you guys to do it in 2024. You have 3 months to beat yourself, to disarrange yourself, to, I don't know what else you need to do, but you have to create a vision board today. And let me tell you, a vision board is not necessarily, you don't have to do things according to where your life is at the moment. You might be in a dark space. You might be feeling like your life is not working. Probably don't even have a job at the moment. You're creating this vision board so that you send it to the universe. You're ready to receive everything you've ever wanted. But if you don't write your vision down and make it plain, you are going to miss out, because you will feel like nothing in my life is working. But when you put it out there, I have mine here by the way, I'm actually looking at it. Anytime I feel discouraged and I'm seated on this couch and I look at that vision board, I'm just like, yeah, just do 10 minutes of what you said you're gonna do, right? Because it's there. It's actually looking at me like, you said you're going to do these things. Why are you not doing it? Yeah, how are you going to get to those goals that you've written? How are you going to achieve those things that you've sent to the universe? Universe gives you back what you have sent. So if you don't create a vision board, you're going to miss out on the part where the universe conspires to bless you. Universe will conspire to make things happen for you, but the universe needs to know what is it that you want. They cannot just assume that you need something. You have to put it out there. Create a vision board based on the, we said you're leveling up, okay? On the higher being, right? Not where you are struggling, no. So create the vision board. Guys, are you going to do the vision board for 2025 right now? Between October to December, just do the vision board. I want you guys to come 2025, October 1st, and let's have this discussion and see magic happening. Because the universe has been waiting for you to just take a step. The universe has just been waiting for you to just create a vision. They've been wondering, what is our girl doing? What does she want? We've been waiting for you to ask. Ask, and it shall be given to you. You have not because you have not asked. When you write your vision, you're asking for something. You're asking the universe to do something. You're sending the energy out there that you might be down here, but you see yourself progressing, right? Going to 2025 is that we are going to use internet wisely, right? Nowadays, internet has become, it's almost next to oxygen. Like it's so important. So even in your personal expenses, it is your rent and then your internet and then probably I don't know what, and then now the rest. Even food is not even above there. Like in most household, you have to pay your rent and your internet, then your good food, you'll hustle for it. You don't care because it is important. It's that important. So we have to use internet properly. I'm telling you, internet, instead of using the internet for your detriment, use the internet to work for you, because there are so many things that you can use. Once you have the internet, there are so many things that you can be able to do that you were not able to access 5 or 10 years ago. So use the internet. Instead of scrolling on the internet and consuming, also start producing, right? Start producing, also start doing something, because you can learn so many things. If you've ever wanted to learn graphic design and you have the internet, right? If you've ever wanted to know how to do photography, hi, did I hear someone? They have an internet. Photography, people who are professional, sharing their most valuable lessons and ways to use a camera to shoot photography. So use internet for your good. We are going to be intentional with our social life. Social interactions are very, very important because you're able to share your opinion, and you're able to get people who are going to also give their opinion. Okay, so you're not feeling like everything like you can't share with people. So when you create social networks, you're able to share and see other people share their visions, and share their goals, and share their challenges, and share their successes. So it's through those social interactions you are able to really open up and be able to see things and interact with, we said, quality people. And when I say quality, not rich people, I'm saying quality in terms of values, quality in terms of you see eye to eye, the way you are at par in values. Okay, start creating quality social interaction moving to 2025, because you also want to grow. Yeah, something else we are doing in 2025 is that we are going to simplify our lives, and we are going to be content in the process of simplifying our lives. What is it about us living in this modern society that is making us feel like we are depressed, like we are not okay, like we are slipping into depression or something? Everyone is just going through something. I came to realize, guys, and probably this is just my own opinion, is sometimes it's because people have their life is so not full, their life is so large, chaotic, in that sense of you wanting everything. Yeah, and it's not a bad thing to want something, but why can't we dial it down in the sense that you know that you cannot do all these things at the same time. You cannot, you want to get married, or you want to grow, you want to raise your kids, you want to climb the corporate ladder. You can't do all those things at the same time. Let's just be honest. Everything will happen in its right time. Yeah, so let's dial it back in the sense that we simplify these things. Just take one thing, just say, this year I'm gonna focus on, for us to really protect our mind, is to dial back if you can, and in the process to find contentment. Contentment is great gain. Now let me tell you guys, when you simplify your life, I'm telling you, people think you have everything together. When you simplify your life, people are like, yeah, you're able to do a lot of things. No, it's because you choose what not to do. You choose where not to go. You choose not where not to attend. Like, I'm choosing what is going to consume my time, where I'm putting my energy, because I can't put my energy everywhere. And let me tell you, anxiety is because you're focused on the future. Depression, you're focused on the past. Yeah. So if anything is from the past, let it go. We're not guaranteed next month. We're not guaranteed. We don't know how long we are on this earth. I'm telling you, the one thing I remind myself, and the joke that runs with me and my sister, is the only reason you're stressed out is because you're alive or you're breathing. If you stop breathing, it will not make sense. Oh, yeah, that thing that is making you stressed out, I'm telling you, that's what we keep joking. You're stressed because you're alive. If you're not alive, you will not stress about that thing. That thing that is making you have sleepless night is because you are able to breathe in and out. Something else we are doing for 2025, we are going to be intentional right now for 2025, is to be intentional with our health. Like, you guys have I don't know what to say. Something I read somewhere, that we refuse to take care of our health to make money, and then we use the money that we made to take care of our health. How messed up is that? Like, instead, we should take care of our health, because that's what I'm saying. When you simplify your life and you take rest, and you stop chasing so many things and wanting to compete with who, I don't know, you are able to take care of your health. You're able to sit down and have a healthy meal. You're able to rest, just completely rest, not rest thinking you're supposed to do this, but rest. You're able to take time out of your schedule to exercise, if you're someone who likes to exercise. Okay, to eat healthy, to have time to just cook food instead of ordering takeout, because you're busy, because you're chasing what, I don't know, you're chasing money. that you're gonna use to buy medication. You understand what is? It's so messed up. So instead, when you're able to just dial everything down, you're able to even cook healthy meal. Because if you're in the house by 6 or by 4, depending on what time you leave your work, yeah, you can pass through the market because you're not rushing to go anywhere. You're going to go through the market to buy fresh produce. You come, make an amazing meal, sit down and eat, take a shower, and then go and sleep. Kesho itajililia, tomorrow will cry for itself. Like, you don't have to know everything about tomorrow, right? So just to sit down and just enjoy your food, enjoy your meal, your cooked meal, is to look for outlet. And when I say outlet is, let me give you an example. Any stagnant water, any water that forms a pool and it doesn't have an outlet, what happens to the water? It stinks. Yeah, it harbors all sort of whatever I don't know what those things are, because it doesn't have an outlet. So even you, if you allow yourself to not have an outlet of where you voice things inside, that can mean, I will say this until the cows come home. What again? What did I say? Journaling. You can journal, you can see a therapist, you can have you can pray about it, you can put it in prayers, you can talk about it. Because guys, I never understand why people, what makes people feel like when they keep quiet about certain issues, it's helping them. So this thing is disturbing you, this thing is causing you so much unrest, so much, you're lacking peace because of a certain particular thing. There's nothing that you're going through that is new on the face of this earth. There's nothing that is happening in your life that is new to you. There are things, these are things that people have gone through. There are things that some are still going through it. So for me, this is, and I say this is my personal opinion, there are people who feel they need to go through things alone, because I don't know what it means, but I always say, if it gets you to a place where your mental health is sleeping, there is no need for you to keep quiet. And then what is the end goal of you shutting things inside of you to a point where you don't feel like this life, you deserve to be here? So what was the need for you to keep quiet? And I say this in the most politest way. If you share with someone a problem or or when you're going through a difficult season, and that person decides to share with other people or to publicize your issue to the world, I don't think it's your problem anymore. You didn't expect it for them to go to that level, but if they decide to do it, then it's their responsibility and it's upon them. They will be answerable. That is something that they will be answerable to God about, because you shared when you wanted help. You shared because you felt like this thing was weighing on you. So if someone decides after you've shared that they will publicize it or use it against you, I feel it's not even about you anymore. That says something about them than you. Okay, so instead, for me, this is what I say, is if you can't see a therapist, and you have, at this point we've established, we are only going to be in quality relationships. So whichever friends you have, they're of quality, meaning they will not go and publicize your issues. If you have someone you can confide to that person, because there's no need for you to keep quiet with something to prove a point as to why you're keeping it. And then this thing is eating you inside out. It's eating you from inside. You feel like your world is just collapsing inside, outside. Share it if you can. And this is just my personal opinion. Share it. Pray about it if you can. Because sometimes, let me tell you, the number of times you talk about something and you feel like, and then when you're talking about something, you expect that it is unique to you. Then you find out so many people are going through the same problem. Then you're like, okay, it's not unique to me. This thing is not beating me down. I'm not going to allow it to put me down because someone else went through the same thing and they overcame it. Beyond what you tell them, it should not be your problem. It should not be a problem. Let them be held accountable to their own God of telling other people something that you told them in private and you needed, and the fact that they take advantage when you're in your vulnerable situation, that should say something about them. Yeah, And even if you never come to hear, there are things that people think that they are secret, but they're not secret. God is just watching you and thinking, she shared with you because she needed help, and you're here talking about it with the world. So you'll be held accountable, and it's not my business anymore. Okay, moving on to 2025 is to work towards living our dream life. Okay, you remember that vision board I told you to create? So you have a sort of a dream life, something that you want. For example, you want to probably end up quitting your job and just starting your own business, or you want to quit your job to start having a family. You want to be a stay-home mom. You want to travel. Yeah, you want to work towards becoming a CEO of your company. There's something that you want, a dream life. There's something that in foreseeable future you want to see it in your life. Okay, so you have to start now to create the life that you want. Okay, sometimes people feel defeated because they think this thing will take me 10 years, but if you don't start now, those 10 years will come and end, and you'll not even have achieved what you wanted to achieve. So start now, so that in 10 years something will have happened in your life, something that you can say, okay, I said this thing in 10 years ago, but I am here. I'm glad that I'm here. Instead of you just assuming it's not important, or assuming it will take long, just start now. To start with an intention of, I see myself in the next 5 years living in the countryside, probably raising animals and farming, or I see myself in the next whatever time, but it has to start now. Okay, and let me tell you, you might think it might take 5 years. Some things, when you put an intention out there, they take shorter period of time than you had anticipated. You think it's 5 years, and you look back in 1 year, just like, I didn't imagine that in 1 year I will have achieved all these things. Like, what happened? Because when you put your intentions out there, the ways just open up for you, guys. Ways just open up for you. Okay, so, and I'm gonna say this, it is important that whatever intentions you have for 2025, if God affords us longer life, and we want to go to 2025, then you have to start putting your intentions, your goals, and your vision in 2024, so that you start creating small habits, small momentums, so that by the time 2025, please, the worst thing for you to do is to create your intentions in January 2025. A lot of things happen that you will not even know it flowing to February. But when you start in October, guess what? If there are those small habits that you wanted to change, like waking up early because you want to do something in the morning, yeah? So by the time these 3 months are over, you're able to wake up early as you wanted. If you want to wake up to go to the gym, wake up, go to work early. Wake up because you're working on a project. Wake up because you're going back to school. This is the right time. This is the right frame of mind, where there is no pressure. Instead of you waiting for 2025, you have the pressure to want to set your goals, pressure to create this vision board, pressure to create new habits, pressure to excel. Start now, guys. Start in 2024. And let me tell you, guys, save this video. When we follow through, and I say me and you, when we follow through everything that I've said, we are going to meet here in 2025, and we will be clapping and so happy that we did these things in 3 months early. All right? Yeah? So you guys, I hope this video was helpful. I enjoy making such videos. I enjoy my community here. If you've not subscribed, kindly subscribe. Join this community. We have a wonderful time. We are growing our mindset. We are growing our money, and we are growing our businesses. So don't be left behind. So subscribe, join the family, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.